It is game one of the Stanley Cup Finals, the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Carolina Hurricanes, and this is going to be a tactical war. We saw firsthand in game one both of these teams execute their game plan, but ultimately Vegas strikes last and has taken the all-important first game of the series. So how did this all happen? How did each team expose one another, and how will both teams adjust going forward? Let's dive in. Now, coming into this series, the Carolina Hurricanes were actually favored to win the whole thing, but the numbers say that whoever goes on to win game one ends up winning the series 76% of the time. So, setting the tone is crucial in this series, and the way these two teams play is drastically different. This tweet by Mike Kelly perfectly summarizes what you got to watch out for in this series. The number one shot volume team in the league in Carolina meets the best net front team in Vegas. Now, if Vegas wins this series, it will likely be because it won this area of the ice. If Carolina wins, it's likely from executing quick strike offense off of turnovers and then cooking off the rush. We highlighted multiple examples of this in our preview video, which you can check out after this one, but it's how these two teams will look to expose each other with very limited ice available. So now we get started at Lenovo Center. Hurricanes fans are nuts in the best of ways. They are loud, and who's on the siren? It's my NHL 08 GOAT, Eric Stahl, just cranking that thing. Don't make it weird. He gets the Hurricanes fans going, and they don't waste a second setting the tone. Again, this is all in the game notes. Look at Vegas. They have it on the wall, but Carolina, they're like annoying wasps in the D zone. They just will not go away. Everyone man on man, winning their 50-50 early. They advanced it up the boards. Both teams, they're going to want to be aggressive at the blue line in this series, and they want to hem the other team in. So Shea Theodore lives up to the Vegas name, takes a gamble. He's going to try and hold that blue line. He doesn't have the F3 support, and look at Ehlers take a peek here. He's licking his chops, seeing him pinch. Just a nice Pocahontas right by Theodore. It's a 2-on-1, and he puts it in the one spot that everyone loves going nowadays, and that is low glove, post and in. First shot, first goal on Carter Hart. The damn roof is coming off at the Lenovo Center. 25 seconds into this game, that is the third fastest goal in Stanley Cup history. What a start for the Carolina Hurricanes, and they were all over Vegas in the first half of this period. One matchup that's going to be fascinating to watch in this series is the gold medal Olympian Jack Eichel versus the captain Jordan Staal. This starts in the neutral zone. The Hurricanes are just smothering Vegas at every turn at this moment. Pressure right in Dorofia's face. You got Martinook on Eichel. It is suffocating, but Vegas finds a way to get it up the wall, and Eichel beats his man in Martinook, but then look at Staal come in for support, and it's the layers again for Carolina. It is just white on rice, baby. Where are you going? He's all over him, and so Eichel is going to get ballsy with the pressure. He tries an east-west play instead of the just stereotype pucks in deep. It's picked off, and this is what Carolina does best. Chatfield quick up to Ehlers on a B-way, and this is a classic lefty move. Forehand, backhand, get the goalie moving. Once he moves, you tuck at 5-hole. Nikolai Ehlers reminds Carter Hart to close his damn legs. The Hurricanes are absolutely buzzing as it's 2-0 to start this game. So in the TV timeout, Torts talks to the fellas. He says, bring it in for a second, and channels his inner Will Ferrell from Old School.
We can't have anyone freak out there, okay? We've got to keep our composure.
Keep your damn composure, be patient, get that east-west shit out of your game, and let's get going here. So what do? They come back and they play some FU hockey, and it's the fourth line, which has been so good for Vegas in these playoffs. They go low to high, Simple and Keegan Colasar tips it home. That makes it 2-1 after 20 minutes. Both of these teams followed the exact formula they were expected to deploy in order to win this series, but going into the second, Vegas started to really settle into their game, and it starts with their forecheck. It's that 1-2-2. Carolina goes for the stretch play, and Barbashev breaks it up and sends it over to Eichel for a change in possession. This is where Vegas sees a little justice for the mistake on goal number 1. This puck is going to rim around after the shot, and again, the Vegas D has a choice here to get aggressive at the blue line, but this time, he's got an F3 in support. Now keep an eye on Ehlers, who's just a tiny bit behind the play now because the puck was kept in, and this is where the superstars start to shine for Vegas. The people that did pick the Golden Knights picked them ultimately because the star power has the ability to just break open this series, and here is Exhibit A. No dust off from Eichel, just a perfect pass to Barbashev, who's open because the man-on-man coverage is late from Ehlers because of that pinch on the wall. It's on and off his stick. How you like them apples? 2-2. We're all tied up. Vegas came out hot early in period 2, and it's the big dogs again. Noted playoff wizard Mitch Marner. He's at his best when pressure is coming at him. He's so good at luring in attackers and then having that sixth sense to find the open man. Against the man-on-man of Carolina, this is the IQ that is just off the charts. When he picks this puck up, he recognizes that 2 Hurricanes are here, and knowing that this man is behind, he knows he's going to face pressure as Carolina loves to swarm. He's aware that Aho here will likely leave his post and attack to shrink that space from Marner, and they do quickly. But it's playoff Mitch we're talking about here. It's a no-look dish of the finest Italian cuisine right to William Karlsson, and he buries to make it 3-2. The superstars and the details give the Knights the lead. 8 minutes later, though, it's Carolina with the response. This one's going to have Torts losing it. Hanifin with a fresh pizza straight from Domino's right up the middle. Carolina picks it off. It goes to Jordan Staal, and it is just mano a mano. Stares him down the barrel and rips it. Blocker side, Carolina is alive, and that is a big one to get wind in their sails. This goes in the third period now, all tied up at 3s. Yet early on, Vegas is going to find a way to beat that man-on-man yet again. As this goes to Theodore, Brett Howden is just going to beeline it to the net and try and beat his man in Chatfield. Shea Theodore is going to hit the pump fake to Walker. He's got him proposing the thin air, and this series is going to be the game of inches because it's that tiny bit of space Howden has built that opens the lane for the backdoor feed, and Vegas once again has taken the lead. Brett Howden again, man, he's Wayne Gretzky in these playoffs. 11th goal of the postseason for him. 10 minutes later, face-off in Vegas's end. It is just a war for the loose puck. It finally squirts out, and Shane Gostisbehere, the ghost, lurks right in and beats Carter Hart on the blocker again. A huge goal for Carolina to tie this up at 4s. Now both teams have the knives, as it is pretty much next goal wins at this point. Carolina had the chance to take the lead, but Carter Hart feeling glovely. And as the period dies down, this is another masterclass from Vegas. Sissons and Hurdle are going to get in on the forecheck. Hurdle is going to roll out from down low and find Sissons in the slot. But this is the clear MO for Vegas in this game. Keep those legs pumping even when you don't have the puck so that you can beat your man and get open. He gets the tiniest step on Gostisbehere, and all of a sudden Colton Sissons is playing like Mitch Marner. No look feed to the tape, catch, release, bang. The Teenage Mutant Ninja Hurdle says, "Jump on, fellas." Roof Daddy-O Jr. late in the third period with just 3 minutes left. Vegas executing their game plan to a T, so now Carolina has no choice but to pull the tendy and try and get one late on a final play. Carolina wins this face-off. They get the one-timer they're looking for. This one has eyes, Chico. It's going in, but who is in the way to block it? Close your eyes, Leaf fans. It is Mitch Marner doing it all for Vegas. He blocks it. The time runs out, and his teammates damn near jump him at the buzzer, saying, "Nice fucking block." That's the way you close out a game, as Vegas takes game 1 on the road. What a game from start to finish, and really what a tactical war we saw from both sides. So now a few things to debrief. Let's start with Vegas. They started off slow and looked like they were adjusting to the crowd and overall speed of Carolina, but when they found their game, they looked so damn good. We saw them find ways to expose the man-on-man through good puck movement, and more importantly, through off-puck movement and having players move their feet to beat the man. Of course, I do want to talk about the high flips as well. In our preview, we said that this was going to be common for both teams to evade each other's forecheck, and it was, but it led to the Vegas game-winning goal, and with the speed of Carolina, it was crucial for Vegas to try and eliminate any of those unnecessary east-west plays through the neutral zone and just get it north as fast as possible. If they can do that and sustain their off-puck movement to get past Carolina's man-on-man, they will likely have success in Game 2 again. Now for Carolina, they had success early with their rush game, but Vegas tightened the ship right up with responsible F3s and just good overall structure in the neutral zone to make sure that didn't keep happening. Almost always a third forward was back in support to make sure that the Canes didn't get an odd man rush. For next game, offensively, one thing I'd like to see more out of Carolina is them finding these interior spots between Vegas' zone coverage. They had two really good chances in the third period to capitalize with this, and when you play against the zone coverage like Vegas, you have to find these soft spots and exploit that area between the center and winger. They're going to try and manufacture more of those chances in game 2 to bounce back in this series. Defensively, it is as simple as they got to limit getting beat by their man. It's easier said than done because Vegas has the superstar talent to get guys reaching out of position, and when they start cycling, they are lethal. So for Carolina, they're going to want to kill plays earlier and limit extended time in the D zone, which will reduce the likelihood of them getting beat in their man-on-man. The final thing for both teams is goaltending. Neither of them were really great in this one. The highest save percentage was an .852, and there may be some goals that Freddie wants back, but the breakdowns created some grade A's that are hard to stop. That being said, Carter Hart made the extra save tonight that Freddie didn't, and that result equals a Vegas win. And so game 2 sets up a massive opportunity for Carolina to try and even the series up, because after game 1, they have lost their home ice advantage. So, what surprised you? Who pissed you off about these games? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, I'm Anthony from Hockey Psychology. We do all the breakdowns on this channel, and if you want to see more just like this, check out any of the videos here and subscribe to the channel so that you don't miss a single thing.